be showing you how to make this kind of graph for a diprotic acid. So first I'm going to label my axes, or my columns, H3O plus, and my pH. For pH, I'm first going to do just a few of these to get this pattern started, and then I'm going to go down until my cursor says 14, a little high. Then I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to type in here 10 to the negative A2. Then I'll drag that all the way down as well to 14. Then what I'm going to do is you're going to have to do this by hand, but I'm just going to copy the labels from here. And then I'm going to paste them over here. But before I do that too, it's also important to remember to copy your pH column and paste it over here. That'll come in useful later for plotting this graph. So first what I'm going to do is I am going to take my pKa's, and I'm just going to copy this for now, but this, I'll show you how to do it as well. Basically, you're going to find the pKa's that are relevant to the acid that you're doing and plug them in here. And then you're going to take your pKa and turn it into your Ka. And you just do that using the same formula that you used for the concentration of your protons or ions of the acid. So once you find your Ka and your Ka2, from your pKa, you can do the alpha calculations. So to calculate alpha for this, I'm just going to copy a formula from over here, but it still is the same thing. And what you're just going to do is put this in here, and instead of E2 for this guy, it will be B2, because that's our concentration of our acid. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. And then my L2 and L4 are the same, so I would just leave those, but your L2 is going to be your Ka1 and your L4 is going to be your Ka2. This will just move to wherever your values are for that, so that's what those represent though. Then I'm going to take this and drag it all the way down, and let that load, and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to copy the same formula, or the next formula over for our HA minus. And then I'm going to plug that in, change my E's to B's. That's it. I'll do the same thing by dragging it down. Then I'll scroll back up, go to my other page, and copy the last formula. So now that I have all of my formulas here, I'm just going to highlight my pH and all the way down to 14 in all 4 of these columns. Then I'm going to go into Insert, and I'm going to go to Scatter, and I'm going to make a Scatter with Smooth Lines plot. This will automatically populate a graph that has a axis that's bigger than what you need. So you'll just go click on that axis and you'll change it to 14, and then you'll click on this axis and change it to 1. The names, you'll also want like axis titles. So you have pH on this axis, and you'll have alpha on this axis. Insert and symbol. Then you'll have your series 1 here, 1, 2, and 3, which is not helpful. So what you're gonna do is just click on your graph, and you'll have this window pop up here. Then you'll go into Select Data, and then click Edit, and this will be our H2A. Click OK. HA minus. Okay. And series C will be A2 minus. Then you'll click OK, and you'll see that your, let me move this really quickly. Anyways, you'll see that your labels have changed. Then you can add your title to like fractional composition of laic acid. And then what you'll do is you can go in here and change your colors to however you like. I like to change mine to fun colors. But I also like to set my width to 3 because it makes it a bit more visible. This might be a little bit extreme for this size of graph, but when they get bigger, it's definitely helpful. So yeah, anyways, you'll find your pKa whether it's given to you or just from the internet. But that's how you make a fractional composition graph for a diprotic acid.